Today, and in the wood yard, the enemy is at the gate and I gotta move wood. Here we go. So this morning we are supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow, and it's really dark to the west where it's coming from. I just looked at the radar and it's gonna be here within probably a half an hour. It's gonna be snowing, and it's supposed to snow most of the day. And so yeah, snow's coming. Not good. Don't like snow. So what I've got right here this morning is this wood right here is perfectly dry wood that I've separated as I was splitting the wood that's stacked in back there. And I'm going to take that around over the pile, around this pile of logs here, and dump it in a pile I've got over there of stuff just like it that's dry. There's probably, and there might be 2/3 of a cord, 2-phase cords total, but I'm going to put it over there so that it can be sold right away without having to stack it. And then I've got a bunch of kindling right here. And there's also a bunch of kindling right where I've been stacking over in this back corner here that I'm going to dig out of there too and get that all kind of cleaned up. So hopefully I can get some of the stuff cleaned up before the snow comes and it turns into a mess. So I'm going to get busy right now. Clean as a whistle. I went through and I picked up all the kindling and I put that over in the kindling pile. I got the dry stuff moved over to the dry pile over here. I cleaned up all this stuff. I raked through here and got all that, whole bunch of wheelbarrows full, and I covered up my dry stuff. Now I just put a cover over the top of it because the enemy has breached the gate. Snow is here. So I covered this up just to keep it somewhat dry. There's probably almost 2-phase cords there, 2/3 of a cord that is ready to be sold now because it's dry. And I was just thinking what I wanted to do was to get stacking on that locust over there, but this is kind of in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the splitter. I'm going to get this pile split. There's probably almost a full cord here, and I clean this area up over here too because this is where it's going to get stacked. It'll probably end up being somewhere in here, you know. So I'm just going to throw all the chunks over here after I get them split, and then we'll stack it right away. At least hopefully I get that done today. And then after that, then I can hit the locust pile. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm soaking wet on the inside because I'm sweating from working, so I got to keep moving. We're going to start the splitter. We're going to make those big pieces into little bitty pieces. And I'm going to be separating out the dry stuff as I split it because there's some stuff as you split it, you can just tell it's totally dry all the way through. So I'll throw that over here so it can be sold right away. And the rest of it will go over here and it'll get stacked. So time to get the splitter, start it up and splitting some wood. All done. So there it is. That is all split. And that's not quite a full cord there, but if you add all this stuff, everything from here over is all stuff that was bone dry, as I like to say, when I split it. So you split it open, you could just tell it was just crackly and crunchy, no moisture at all on the inside. And the stuff that was like half dry or that was wet, I threw over this way so it can be put in the pile for drying. But this here is all ready to be sold here, so that's awesome. When you can have wood that you cut and split it and you can sell it instantly, that is awesome. And that's selling dry wood, not the wet stuff that you got to dry yourself. Just saying. Okay, so I got that done. I'm gonna go get some lunch. When I come back, we're gonna stack that, and then we're gonna start on the locust. It's a stacking day now. I am back from getting some lunch, and it is now about 2 hours later because I got a whole bunch of work done inside. I took a little break, I got all dried off, and the snow has stopped, which is awesome. So now I'm gonna get this pile stacked. I've only got not even 2 hours till dark. So I'm gonna get as much done as I can of stacking this pile, and when I get this one done, then we'll go over there and we'll tack that locust, see how much of that I can get done. So stacking's happening. The oak is finished. I got it all stacked. I cleaned up this area. I raked up all the debris, so that's good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this locust. Now, when I threw this locust over here as I was splitting it, I made a grievous error. You can see the sin I have committed, can't you? There's nowhere to start. This is where I want to start, right here. There's wood in the way, so I'm going to have to take some of this stuff off of here so that I can start stacking. So that's something you got to think about when you're splitting, is where you're going to stack it, how you're going to stack it, how much space do you have, what do you have for, maneuverability for getting pellets in even. At least I put this in the first place before I started splitting this whole pile here. So I've got a starting point at least, but I just got to clear a whole bunch of stuff out of here, so I got to touch it again. And as you know, you don't want to touch your wood too much because that can be a bad thing. So I'm going to get to chucking some wood and get to stacking again. I did some stacking. Didn't get a lot done. It got dark on me. You saw the sunset. It was very pretty. I hope you enjoyed that. I aimed the camera that way just for you guys, because I know you like the sunsets. So what I did here was I ran these stringers out this direction here so I could get a couple face cords, or 2/3 of a cord if you want to say that, over there out of the way, because I still don't have any room to work here. So I'm going to kind of clear this area out right in here, then I can put another pallet down, then I can continue that way. So I kind of had to make myself some working room here, which is definitely something you got to think about when you're throwing the wood, is how much room do you have, like I mentioned before. So kind of made some extra work for myself. So that's all I got for today, folks. Hopefully you entertained. Thanks for being here. I'm going to be back tomorrow in the wood yard. You should come on back. It'll be fun. Between now and then, you should get outside and get cutting. A very good night to you, Irene.